Good morning, everybody. It's Barb Katie here, and it is indeed a good morning. One of the best things about the start of the week is the chance I get to talk with you. And today is a cool, sunny August day with the sun shining and the sky just as blue as it possibly can be, with just a few clouds floating by. I hope your day is starting off as good as mine is. And I hope that it will continue that way through the rest of your journey throughout the day. I'm looking forward to going to my chapter in just a little bit. It was a wonderful weekend. We did a lot of things around the house, a lot of things in the neighborhood. And I got to talk with my friend Ben. My friend Ben gave me a present. He gave me a goldfish to go in my koi pond because his goldfish has gotten so big. So I now have a new addition to my family in the pond in the backyard, which is always fun. What I'd like to talk with you a little bit about today is eating the rainbow. And as you can see by the picture I chose to illustrate our chat today, there are many different ways of eating the rainbow. And I don't know about you, but I would say that it's pretty apparent to any of us which of those two choices might best help me on my journey of accountability. Eating the colorful M&Ms probably is not my better choice, but eating from the other rainbow might facilitate the journey and have me arrive at the place I want to be as I wish to be when I get there, which is at my healthiest self. This is a particularly great time of the year to eat the rainbow and to embrace that theory. And I really would like to have your help throughout this week if you could do so. I know a lot of you enjoy cooking, or actually quite good cooks. And with the season of abundance upon us, with fresh fruits and vegetables being more affordable, more easy to access. It's a good time of the year to look at some of the things that we are doing. I am not a great cook, but I enjoy cooking. And I like to use whole foods, fresh foods. Toward that end, I tend to go to our farmer's market here in town a lot when food begins to come into season. Not only is it really, really fresh, there's more variety there. It helps the neighbors out in the community, and you get to visit with friends as a bonus as you're there picking out the things that you want to cook. This week, I went to the farmer's market and supplemented with things that I grow at home. And my garden, when I say garden, everybody else would laugh because it's just a little victory garden. I have some tomatoes, some peppers. I have plenty of cucumbers. I still say if you would like them, I think I could afford almost to mail them to you because they're overflowing everything here still. I have some cantaloupe in, some pumpkin, and just some onions, some carrots, just little things that don't take a lot of work that I really enjoy eating. And that's the bottom line, isn't it? To enjoy what you eat. You have much better chance of success if you enjoy what you eat. And just for example, I'll share with you one of my favorite recipes, which is what I call my favorite one and done meals, which means you throw everything into a baking pan, put aluminum foil over the top of it, and you're just let it bake in the oven until it's done. And this is one that I had everything I needed for the dish except potatoes. And that's why I go into the market, was because they're beginning to hoe potatoes now. And I love the ones with the really thin skin that are new when they first start coming on. So I had gone into the market and purchased my potatoes, visited a while, and came home, and I wanted to put together this dish. And it takes no time at all. All it takes is a little bit of time to prep the vegetables. So I took 2 medium to small potatoes, a cup of carrots, half an onion, 2 sweet banana peppers, 6 cherry tomatoes, 3 cloves of garlic, because I really like garlic. And I prepped them, peeled the carrots and the potatoes, chopped them up in uniform pieces that are about bite size. Did a rough chop on the peppers and the tomatoes and the onion. Threw them on a bottom of the 13 by 9 pan and took just a tablespoon of olive oil and drizzled over the top and tossed them around until the olive oil had pretty much coated everything. Then I added some salt, not much, and some pepper, and a few other seasonings that I particularly like with my vegetables, which is a little bit of Italian seasoning, a little bit of heat. I have a seasoning called 6-pepper spice, and I threw that in there. And then I took 4 chicken thighs that I had taken the skin off of, cleaned them, dried them off, put a little pepper and poultry seasoning on them, and a good bit of paprika, and laid them on top of this pan of vegetables. Covered it snugly with foil, turned the oven on to 350, popped it in there, and cooked it for an hour. When the hour was up, I took off the foil, and this lovely, lovely dish of vegetables with chicken was ready for the 4 of us that were having dinner together. Easy, not much mess. It was a one-pot meal. Everything was pretty much fresh as it could be and simple. Cleanup was minimal. I added to that cucumbers from the garden, which I do in apple cider vinegar. I use a ratio of 2 parts vinegar to 1 part water, and some, I like stevia, and I added some stevia to sweeten it just a little bit, slice my cucumbers and let them marinate in there and get really crisp, and called that my salad. It was really, really tasty. Takes no time at all. Easy peasy. We could visit. We were watching football off and on between going outside and checking on Ben's fish. And so all was well. And I got to thinking, wow, how easy is that? How nice it is to eat fresh food. Did I know what's in it? I don't, because sometimes when I get to reading the labels on cans, I run into things I don't understand. And I don't know what the additives are. And that makes me a little uncomfortable. And then later on in the day, we had watermelon for dessert, which again is no sweat. You just chop it up and enjoy. And it certainly was a particularly sweet, nice watermelon that I'd also picked up at the farmer's market. So what I would like is for each of you to take your favorite easy summer recipe and share it in our group, so that we can have a chance to do a little bit of variety, because we get stuck in a rut. At least I get stuck in a rut sometimes. And most of the things that we enjoy are pretty simple to prepare. And we've done it pretty much our whole lives. And it's that type of thing that I most benefit from. I want it quick. I want it easy. I want it tasty, with minimal cleanup. Those are sort of my standards when I'm in a hurry and trying to make a meal. Yes, I'll do the big dinners that all of us are used to doing when the whole family gets together, the ones that you spend like 3 hours preparing and in 15 minutes it's all gone, and you think like, oh, well, that was certainly interesting. It was here, it was there, and then it wasn't. And that as I'm doing this and I'm making these choices, it occurred to me that cooking is very much like a metaphor for life. And the choices you make really reflect sort of your life philosophy in some small way. And I got to contemplating what I had done. And what I had been looking for was something that brought pleasure to everyone, something that was easily attainable, meaning I could get the pieces for it I needed to assemble it, that I had the tools I needed and the ingredients I needed to move forward, something that people enjoyed, that I enjoyed. And I thought, wasn't that what life is all about? Enjoying the journey. I had a great time cooking. It was not onerous. It was not bothersome. It was a joy. It brought joy to me to see other people enjoy the meal that I had fixed. I'm sure you feel the same way when you prepared a meal that your whole family enjoys. And that's not always easy to come by because everyone has their likes, their dislikes, their preferences. When I was rearing my sons, one of the things that I strived to do was find a meal that everybody in the family enjoyed equally, that I could prepare. So I didn't hear, oh, I don't like that. Why did you cook that? And for the most part, I was lucky that I had kids that would virtually eat almost anything that I put on the table, and rarely ever complained about what I offered them for a meal. They were, I think they were always hungry. And so anything was good as far as they were concerned if mom fixed it for them. And I cannot tell you how much that has gotten me to thinking about our journey in weight loss. And as we go through it, how do we set ourselves up for success? Do we plan to have what we need to make possible the outcome we're trying to achieve? It just doesn't happen without some commitment on our part to have ready the tools we need to do the work we need to do to get the outcome we're desiring. If all I'd had in my house that day was that huge bag of M&Ms, that meal wouldn't have been possible. That would have been really poor planning on my part to even think I could get from point A to point B without doing the work necessary to accomplish the task at hand. And as I've read your posts, each of you in some way says, I need to prepare the road for my success. It just doesn't happen because I wish it would. It needs my participation in it as an actor. I need to commit to the journey. I need to make the plans I need to make to achieve the outcome that I say I want. And that actually is the state of mind in which I came to this morning with is, what do I need to do to assure that my journey is going to continue in the way that I wish it would? What can I do to assure the very best possible outcome? And am I willing to do it? Have I been doing it? When will I do it if I haven't been doing it? Am I ready to accept the responsibility that I play in my own successful journey and be willing to make the effort necessary for me to reach the desired outcome? These are questions each of us, I think, asks ourselves from time to time, and the answer is going to be personal, and it needs to be honest. And if you're not willing to make a particular effort, are you willing to make another effort that might get you there as well? Because there is not just one path. There are many paths that will lead to the outcomes we want. We just need to find the one that works for us. One thing I know is I have to find my own path. I appreciate help from others as they travel the journey with me, and they can certainly give me tips along the way. But I probably can't do it exactly the way anybody else did it because it's my journey. Just at a very practical level, when it comes to food, each of us has our own preferences as to what we like and dislike. And so I may choose to eat in a little different fashion than someone else does. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. It's a personal preference. And within your own framework of what you really like and enjoy, you need to make your best choices. Same way with exercise activity. I really like going for a walk in the park where I'm out and I can see the trees and I can smell the fresh air. And if it rains on me, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. If I get a little bit hot and sweaty, that's okay. But that's me. You might be a person that prefers to ride a stationary bike or have a facility where you can go swim or use exercise equipment. That's what you need to do. You need to find the way to do it your way and then enjoy your journey. So this morning is a little selfish in that I want recipes from you because I'm always looking for new and different and fun things to fix. And I think all of us would benefit from sort of an exchange of ideas when it comes to eating good food and enjoying it. Because as we work at controlling our weight, good food becomes more and more important. And if you would be so kind as to share simple recipes, and I'm going to challenge you here and say, if it takes more than 30 minutes to put it together, I may not do it because I really like something I can throw together between maybe 15 and 30 minutes and not have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen with food prep. So with that in mind, if you could help me expand my array of eating choices, that would be fun, as I think everybody else would enjoy. I know for today, lunch is already pretty much planned. And again, it's fresh stuff that I had in the garden. I'm having a big Cobb salad, which is something I truly enjoy. And this is the perfect time of the year for it. And already even knew what I wanted for breakfast this morning because berries are in season here, and I had berries and yogurt for breakfast. So that type of thing. If you could just share some ideas, if you're good with your phone and like to do pictures, I'm sure we'd all enjoy some pictures of the end product. I'm really sorry I didn't think about it yesterday when I was cooking, or I would have taken a picture of the chicken because it really came out looking really pretty with all the different colors of the vegetables. Anyway, eat healthy, move a little bit more, enjoy your life. And I'm going to run out from here right now and go to my chapter meeting. So far, I've had 5 losses in a row, which is really, really exciting for me. And I feel as if this may be loss number 6, which is very, very exciting. They've been small, but they've been steady. I wish you happiness and joy. Have a good day, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.